Hi, in this lecture what we will do is finding the midpoint of a line segment joining 2 points. So if you have 2 points, they're making a line, and how do you find out the midpoint of that line, right? So if you're given a point x1, y1 and another point x2, y2, then the midpoint formula is that you add up the x1's components divided by 2 and the y1's and divide by 2. So for instance, we are given a problem where you have the first point is 2 and 11 and the second point is 6 and 15, and you're asked to find out the midpoint of these 2 points. Then the midpoint would be, so if this is your x1, this is your y1, this is x2 and this is your y2, then you add up the x's. X1 is 2 excuse me, x2 is 6, you divided by 2. Then y1 is 11 and y2 is 15, you add them up and divided by 2. So that gives us 8 divided by 2, and that gives us 5, 5, 6, 26 divided by 2. You can divide 8 by 2 gives you 4, and you can divide 26 by 2 gives you 13. So that's the midpoint of the line that is joined by these 2 points. Similarly, you can have points such as P plus 2Q, 2P plus 13Q. So this is the first point, and you can have another point is 5P minus 2Q, comma 2P minus 7Q. So if you're asked to find out the midpoints of these ones, then of course you can do the same thing. Add up the x-axis, which is this one and this one. So P plus 2Q plus 5P minus 2Q divided by 2, comma, and then you have y's, y1 and y2, which is 2P plus 13Q plus 2P minus 7Q divided by 2. So we can see we have P and 5P. This becomes 6P, and then you have minus 2Q and plus 2Q, so they cancel out each other. You have 0 here, divided by 2. Now you have 2P and you have 2P, that gives you 4P, and then you have plus 13Q and minus 7Q. So if you subtract subtract 7 from 13, it should give you 6 plus 6Q divided by 2. So you can write this by this, and I can take a common 2 from here. So here is 2P left and here is 2Q left. So this 2 will cancel this one and you're left with 3P. This 2 will cancel this one and you're left with 2P plus 3Q. So this is the midpoint that is formed by joining this point and this point. Thank you very much.